Hey everyone, my name is Joe and I'm making this video and this channel for one reason: student debt. I have a lot of student debt and probably more than others, and the reason I'm making this video is to be vulnerable and for accountability and to really just show the process of how I'm going to get out of it. I'm not out of it. My journey's just beginning, but I want to document the entire process, all the hard nitty-gritty stuff as well as all the successes, so that I can hopefully encourage you as well as keep motivating myself to keep working hard. So who am I? I am 26 years old. I graduated from college in 2013, and then after a year of working I went to medical school. And after finishing what we like to call the educational portion of medical school, my brother and I decided to embark on a new adventure, and really pursue our dream of creating a company, a cosmetic company. And so with a lot of thought, with a lot of prayer, I took a leap of faith and I left medical school. And I'm super excited to have left, and still excited about the company that I am making. So as we went on for a year on researching, developing products, and finally launching our company, one thing we didn't realize, or we were very naive about, was there was just so much competition, more than we expected. We came out knowing that it would be a hard climb, but we didn't realize that the money we had ready to invest was so small compared to what other companies were putting in and what other companies were doing. So we had to find another route. But going back to student debt, as I left medical school to really start this new adventure, the one thing that followed me was my student loans. And there was no way around it. It was something I knew about and something I knew would follow me. So between my brother and I, we have right around $200,000, maybe a little more, $200,000 in debt, and a majority of it being mine. But I'm very fortunate, I'm very blessed to have a brother who's willing to go on this journey with me and take on my burdens as he climbs out of his student loans and student debt. He's also willing to help me out so that we could get out of it together and so that we could succeed together. So what you see back here is what we like to call ourselves our own warehouse. It's very small. I mean, it's pretty big, but for a warehouse it's small. And we had to find another avenue of income because our cosmetic company is growing slowly. It is growing, and but it's growing slowly, so we needed to find another way to make money, essentially, so that we could not only get out of student debt but also you know, survive and just live and buy food or whatnot. So right now we got this place only about less than 2 months ago. I want to say less than 2 months ago. And I thought with this whole new year coming, you know, it would be right for me to start this vlog and start documenting this whole process so that I stay accountable to myself, I stay accountable to you guys, as well as maybe encourage you guys to get out of debt. If you guys are just graduating from college, or if you're still in college and you know this college debt is going to become a problem, you know, hopefully by watching me you could see what you need to do, or maybe get inspired of what to do in order to climb out and to motivate yourselves as well. I'm not saying what we're doing is the correct way. We don't even know. It's just an adventure. We've already had many mistakes, and we know we're gonna make more mistakes. But and for those that are getting a steady, you say 9-to-5 job or whatnot, you have a steady income, so maybe you'll be able to pay off your debt that way. But for me, for my brother, we took the I guess entrepreneurial, I guess is the way to say it, route where we don't have that steady income, and we just have to hustle and really act like, I guess, businessmen, so to speak, in order to make something. So my brother and I set a goal for ourselves to get out of this debt, and we're challenging ourselves to get out of this in 3 years. It might sound like a long time, but to get out of debt of a $200,000 hole in 3 years, you know, we're really going to push ourselves to get there. And I'm gonna share what I'm doing. I'll share, you know, some, if not most, of my finances with you guys, and share all my failures as well as successes, and hopefully document all of that. Let me just show you around real quick. So that's my sister. That's my brother right there. And my sister is still in college, so she's helping us out. But these are some of the products we're selling right now on eBay. Oh, I didn't share how we got started in this. So because the cosmetic company was, you know, growing a lot slower than we wanted to, it's still growing, so we're letting it grow organically. But one thing, it wasn't good enough to feed or, you know, support both me and my brother, who, you know, went in it together. So what happened was my brother started to look for another avenue to really, you know, he was in a desperate mode where he needed to find another income. One of our parents' store closed where he was working at, so essentially he wasn't working there anymore. He couldn't work there anymore, so he needed another income. And what he discovered was yard sailing. And I remember going out one day, the first day with him, and we started picking up some items, and after picking it up, my brother made an eBay account and posted it. And what happened was, surprisingly, put that back on. Surprisingly, these items started selling, and we thought we were onto something. So my brother really started hustling and started going out early in the mornings for yard sale. I guess this was August, I think. It was near the end of summer, and he started posting all the items he got on eBay and started selling them. So we knew there was a route there. And then as I was researching, as I was watching some YouTubers, we discovered something called liquidation, and my brother and I decided to, you know, try it out. We risked around $2,000, a little under $2,000, to see if we could get something, to see if we could flip it essentially on eBay. And so we ordered it. We didn't know what was happening. It came to our house. It comes in pallets. I don't know if you know what pallets are, but they're these large brown groundings where you just place larger items on it. I don't know if you can see that, but we ordered 2 pallets, and once we got it, we processed it, we inspected it, and we listed it up on eBay. And I want to say within 2 weeks, I think it was within 2 weeks, we made our money back, and we still had a lot of products left. So we were like, oh, there is something here. So we started ordering more and more pallets, and before we knew it, my entire basement was filled up. My room was filled, my brother's room was filled, and eventually the living room got filled up too. And to the point where my parents couldn't even watch television because the products were in the way between the couch and the TV. And so we had to look for a new place. And luckily, we found this place. It has an awesome landlord who's willing to lend us so many of the things, like that hand jack you see over there. He let us use that, the cargo elevator, everything. He's just letting us use. So we got very fortunate with this. And so we moved all our pallets here, and we set this entire place up maybe like 3 weeks to a month ago. I think maybe a month ago is when we started. really setting this place up. And what you're seeing now are all the items that we have in our place and that we're trying to process to put up on eBay. Some of the stuff are up, some aren't. So now's the proper time for a tour. But these are some of the items that came in just yesterday. We're still learning. We just ordered 4 pallets that came with giant stuff. Like, that's a sink there, right there. And honestly, we don't even know how to sell it or how to deliver it, or, I mean, we can't even lift it. That's why it's still on the pallet like that. But these are some of the items that we've posted. And one of the things we realized was we need a lot of boxes, all types of boxes, in order to post. I mean, in order to ship. These are some stuff that I need to take pictures of. Hopefully I'll get some done tonight. And so we're still in the learning process. Like I said before, we don't know how to do freight shipping yet. We just, now we're good with UPS, USPS, all the postal services, FedEx. We understand, how to negotiate, deals with that so that we get cheaper shipping prices. But this is how we're trying to get out of our debt right now. So hopefully this journey will be both beneficial to you and me, and I'll keep updating you on everything I'm doing every day so that you know exactly what's going on, and hopefully you could join me on the adventure. I'm going to create a Facebook group, link it down below. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting just during the day, throughout the day, all the tasks that I'm doing, the things that I have to tackle, as well as, sometimes my successes, or if I pay off a bill, I'll show how much I paid off, all of those, as well as follow me on Twitter. I'll be updating, my thoughts or just random ideas that I have that maybe, if I don't do, maybe you guys could use. I want us all, anyone that's watching this video, I want all of us to get out of student debt, because even as I go on this journey to create this cosmetic company, the student debt is the one thing that enslaves me, and I think student debt is something that enslaves everyone from having the freedom to do whatever they want to do. So it's such a burden that it has to be tackled, and it has to be gotten rid of. And a lot of people think, it's such a steep hill and that it's impossible to do. But if you put in the grind, if you put in the hard work, anything is possible. So I'm hoping that if I could show you that I could climb out of a $200,000 hole, you can also. And if it's not as big, you can do it maybe quicker. And hopefully it'll motivate all of us to do that. This is my first time actually vlogging. I've never done this before. So, I'll get better with the camera work. I'll get better with talking in front of the camera. It's actually really awkward. And yeah, I think that's it. And then I'll catch you probably tomorrow with another update. My name's Joe again, and I just thank you guys for listening, and I'll catch you next time.